from Queensland's Sunshine Coast, welcome to Miss World Australia 2003. 32 contestants, 12 finalists, but only one Miss World Australia. Our finalists have gathered at the Novotel Twin Waters to compete in this most prestigious event and the chance to represent Australia in China against an international bevy of beauties for the esteemed honour and title of Miss World. Each contestant is being judged on beachwear, resort wear, cocktail and evening gowns, and their ability to speak and represent themselves in a leadership role. Stay with us now to find out who will take out this coveted title. Welcome to Miss World Australia 2003. Please welcome all 32 contestants to the stage to show you some of their lifestyle. And to open the show, two of Australia's finest ambassadors, the reigning Miss World Australia, Nicole Gazelle, and the Clio 2002 Bachelor of the Year, Paul Curie.
Hello, what a beautiful room.
Good evening.
How are you? Ooh,
Good.
you look dazzling.
Thank you.
How are you all? And welcome to Miss World Australia 2003. Aren't we lucky? Doesn't the Innovation Centre look spectacular tonight?
It looks amazing.
Yeah, and don't the girls look fabulous? Give them a round of applause. 32 of the most beautiful women from around the country, and they have been here for the last week preparing for what could be the biggest night of their careers, without question, wouldn't you say?
Definitely. These girls come from all over Australia, and tonight they're going to be modelling the latest collections from a wide variety of Australian designers. This is their latest spring-summer collection, and they include the designers Jenny Bannister, Memphis, Charlie Brown, John Cavill, George, Wendy Macon, Jason Greach, Paris Klein, Schuber, Linda Britton, Laura Ellis. All the swimwear tonight is by Azure. The jewellery is by ESP Australia. The running shoes that you can see the girls are wearing are made by Converse. And the opening title attire is done by Karma. And of course, the designer who made my dresses this evening, Michelle Donoghue of Donoghue and Sharman.
Well, I don't know all those names, but they look great. Round of applause for all those people. We have a fabulous night ahead of us, but I think it's getting to that time where it's the favourite, my favourite time of the evening.
Without further ado, the swimwear section. how beautiful is that Twin Waters Resort? And it is now with great pleasure that I introduce to you a very, very good friend of mine and a very special guest here this evening. She's the current reigning Miss World, Miss Turkey, Azra Akin.
Miss Turkey Azra Akin now lives in Holland. Azra was chosen above 122 international contestants to represent the epitome of young womanhood in today's society. She is blessed with charm, air and grace. Azra Akin, ladies and gentlemen, your reigning Miss World.
How are you, Azra? How are you going? Yeah?
It's been a long time since I saw you in Nigeria.
Yes,
and in
1 year.
London. How's your year been?
Exciting. So a lot of new places and a lot of new people.
Where have you travelled to?
Been to China, New Zealand, very nice, and
Not
been to
nicer than
America.
Australia. We're better at football anyway.
And how have you found Australia in the very short time you've been here? You did some work with Steve Irwin. Who knows Steve Irwin in this room? I think everybody knows Steve Irwin in this room. How was that?
Well, my second day in Australia was immediately feeding a crocodile.
Ooh, I haven't even done that.
I mean, it was very exciting, a little bit scary, but definitely worth it.
You did well.
Yeah, thank you.
And don't you think the Miss World looks beautiful tonight, ladies and gentlemen?
Definitely.
It is such a big deal to be the reigning Miss World, and we are very, very honoured to have you here. Thank you, Azra. A round of applause for both ladies. We've got Miss World Australia and the reigning Miss World right here. We'll be back very, very, very soon, ladies and gentlemen, with some more surprises. See you soon.
Miss World Australia 2003 is proudly brought to you by China Southern Airlines.
Get your lava lamps out and put on your flares, because Thursday 7's got the grooviest gig on TV.
What are you talking about?
It's a 3-hour, non-stop, 70s fest, baby.
Oh my God, that's perfect.
Join the Nova Radio Network's Foxy Bianca and Nathan in the studio for a 70s event that you'll remember.
I'm gonna commemorate our forbidden love with panties. Man, those are my mom's.
The smashing special to kick off the new series. That 70s feeling starts Thursday on 7.
Buddy thought he was just another elf until the day his world came crashing down.
You're not like the rest of us. You're not an elf.
Buddy! This holiday season, he's leaving one home to discover another.
You look like you came from the North Pole.
That's exactly where I came from.
Tomorrow, Santa's coming to town. I know him. I know him.
Elf.
Incredible India.
A Grand Slam in the UK. A Grand Slam in France. A Grand Slam in Australia. The new fully equipped Sorento four-wheel drive at just $37,950. It's another Grand Slam brought to you by Kia.
Summertime. The living is easy, and so is picture taking with Pentax. Kodak Express camera centers bring you great summer specials on the Pentax SBO 115V. 38 to 115 power zoom, only $169. Plus the water-resistant digital, the Pentax Optio 33WR. 3.2 megapixel resolution, 2.8 times optical zoom. Now for only $599. Pentax summer specials at your nearest Kodak Express camera center now.
This week, the Sunday Age puts a new spin on your weekend with a bonus 10-track CD, The Sounds of Sunday, featuring Kate Sobrano, The Sleepy Jackson, The Waifs, Alex Lloyd, Paul Kelly and other great artists. Don't miss Volume 2, free with a Sunday Age, this week.
Welcome back to Miss World Australia 2003 as the girls slip into their best cocktail party dress. Would you please welcome our ladies back to the stage?
Wow, one more round of applause for the girls. Don't they look fabulous?
They look absolutely spectacular. And now it's time to meet our 32 finalists this evening. And as you can see, the girls are all very beautiful.
Let's start. The beautiful Ebony Burgoyne. She is 20 years old. She is from Melbourne.
Bianca Maguvaka, and she's 22 from Victoria.
Yvonne Hoy. She's from New South Wales.
Kate Mellis is 20 and comes from Queensland.
The very beautiful Sally Kaur. She is 19 years old from the Central Coast.
Rhiannon Bell is 18 and comes from Queensland.
The lovely Amy Chappelle. She is 20 years old from South Australia.
Louise Bransgrove is 22 and comes from New South Wales. Don't they all look beautiful?
I agree entirely. Amelia Payne. She is 20 years old from New South Wales.
Kirsty James. She's 22 from New South Wales.
The lovely Bridget Irvin. She is 18 years old, I apologise, from Victoria.
Michelle Van Alphen is 23 and comes from Queensland.
The lovely Kim Jackson. She is 22 years old from New South Wales.
Pensiri Keller is 21 and comes from New South Wales.
Anne-Marie Bowdler. She is 17 years old from New South Wales.
Saskia Boerma is 20 years old and comes from New South Wales.
And put your hands together for Layla Kirchhoff. She is 20 years old. Oof, some support here. She is from Queensland. I wonder why.
Miljana Boich is 20 years old and is also from Queensland.
Jessica Plush. She is 19 years old from South Australia.
Sylvia Razal is next. She's 22 from New South Wales.
Olivia Stratton. She is 22 years old from South Australia.
Kimberly Utama. She's 20 years old and comes from Melbourne.
Next up we have Rachel Lees. She is 22 years old from New South Wales.
Marinda Birmingham is 19 from Victoria.
Gemma D. Drexler. She is 24 years old. She is from the Gold Coast.
Marta Allergy is 20 from Victoria.
Pippa Hansen. She is 24 years old from South Australia.
Tara Rushton is 19 and comes from New South Wales.
Sharon Yohal. She is 19 years old from South Australia.
Anna Maria Magyar is 18 and comes from Victoria.
Next up is Chandelle Labozette. She is 21 years old and she's from Victoria.
And last but not least, we have Nuvit Divarone. She's 21 and comes from Melbourne.
Fantastic. One more round of applause for all the girls. Don't they look fantastic?
Last night at the dress rehearsal and after the interviews today, the judges have selected 12 finalists. And they are only known to our National Director, Mr. Jim Davey, and our auditor.
Well, who better to give us the envelope? What do you reckon, Jim? A round of applause for Jim Davey here. He's the National Director of Miss World Australia and very much the reason we are here tonight. Thanks, Jim.
In no particular order.
Our first finalist is Nuvit Divarone.
Rachel Lees.
Pippa Hansen.
Fourth position goes to Olivia Stratton.
Finalist number 5, Miss Kim Jackson.
Amy Chappell is up next.
On you, Amy. Finalist number 7, Rhiannon Bell. On you, Rhiannon. Good stuff, darling.
Finalist number 8, Michelle Van Alphen.
Oh. Number 9, Kate Mellis. Congratulations, Kate.
Finalist number 10, Louise Bangsgrove.
Sylvia Gazal.
And our lucky last but not least, Chandelle Labozette.
Oh. How about we have a massive round of applause for all 12 finalists, in fact, all of the girls. The girls are going to walk off and show off their stuff right in front of you. Give them a round of applause as they come out to you, please.
After the break, world-renowned hypnotist Martin St. James. Miss World Australia 2003 is proudly sponsored by Challenge Logistics.
This warehouse-style apartment needs a modern industrial look.
Needs some pretty substantial furniture.
Big ideas for big spaces.
It's just a slick little detail.
The right furniture for the right look. It's all how you put it together. Kick it. Room for improvement Tuesday.
Now kids can find Nemo and his friends in packs of new Kellogg's Finding Nemo muesli bars.
Troy House of Music Super Summer Catalogue Sale. 12 pages of hot deals on cool products. Acoustic, electric and bass guitars, amps, keyboards, drums, PA, DJ and recording gear. Troy House of Music, Ringwood, Footscray and South Yarra.
If you're a woodworker, then you know there's nothing like custom-made furniture. The quality, the craftsmanship, the satisfaction. And there's nothing like this great custom woodworking offer from Woodsmith Magazine and Time Life Books.
Start your collection now and get this handy non-slip bench pad that lets you work without clamps or vices, yours free, by calling 1300 300 353 to order bookcases, shelves and cabinets. Pay by credit card and we'll throw in a second book, shop-built jigs and fixtures, absolutely free. Use it to build this incredible custom jig to cut perfect snug-fitting dovetail joints every time. Or try this straight-edge guide with your circular saw or router. And make perfect straight minor bevel cuts with this sliding crosscut box. But that's not all. Call within the next 10 minutes and we'll cut $13 off the price. Pay by credit card and you'll also receive a free book. All this for only $19.95. Use our exclusive designer notebooks to build this beautiful buffet server that transforms into a basic bookshelf, or add doors and turn it into a handsome entertainment center. Build a tower bookcase or a smaller version for the kids' room, or design this custom inner locking system to store anything. Build it your way with clear illustrated instructions, 3D views, cutting diagrams and more, plus a convenient lie-flat spiral binding. Then shop test future custom woodworking volumes. There's no minimum to buy. Remember, call in the next 10 minutes with your credit card order and get 2 books plus a non-slip bench pad for only $19.95.
Take pride in having home furnishings you've built yourself and made just the way you want them, with help from Woodsmith Magazine and Time Life Books.
Call 1-300-300-353 in the next 10 minutes to order bookcases, shelves and cabinets for only $19.95 and get this bench pad free. Pay by credit card and receive shop-built jigs and fixtures free. Over $65 value for only $19.95. Call now.
You're watching Miss World Australia 2003 and special guest Martin St. James.
Come on up. Come on up. Come right up. Give them a hand as they come up, ladies and gentlemen.
Earlier in the evening,
Take a seat
Martin
where you
selected a
were
number of
sitting
the audience willing to take part in his performance.
A lot of you up. Okay. Why don't you go back to sleep? Sleep. Sleep. Don't argue. Were you up here earlier? Yeah. I don't think you were quite asleep. Deep asleep. Tony, you can go back, Tony, to sleep. Deep sleep. Deep asleep. Deeper and deeper asleep. When I awaken you, if I should talk to you, you'll talk back to me in a very strange language because you're a Martian. When I awaken you, if I ask you to translate, you'll claim that you've been up on Mars and you will understand every word the Martian says. I'm going to get you to translate for me because I'll need your help a little later on. Listen carefully. When I awaken you, you will be the lady that does the translations for the hard of hearing. You use the entire body. On the count of 3, you'll all open your eyes, wide awake. 1, 2, 3, wide awake, wide awake. Have you two ever met before? No? Just now? Come here for a minute, will you? What is your name? Paul. And what is your name? Tony. Tony. Tony and Paul. Shake hands with one another, will you? That's the idea. Everything all right, Tony? Okay. And how are you, Paul? Have you ever been hypnotised before?
No, I've never been hit on by a bloke either.
No, don't worry about it. How you feeling there?
Yeah,
Hmm? You what?
Are
you from here?
Someone's?
Hmm?
Sorry.
This is a mate from Mars. I haven't met him for years.
You're kidding.
No, yeah.
Do you talk his language?
Yes.
Oh, well, come over here for a minute. You've been up on Mars?
Yes.
Oh, come on, that's ridiculous, Christian. I'll tell you what. Without touching him, if you can tell him to come over here, bring his seat over here and face the audience and sit down on it, we'll believe you've been up on Mars and you can talk the language. He's doing as you told him. Would you ask the Martian, how did he get down here?
Yeah.
What did he say?
He came in a ship.
Came in a ship?
Yes.
Ask him why did he come down here? What did he say?
He's on holiday.
He's on holidays. But just before we go, when I count to 3, you'll open your eyes, you'll be wide awake, and you'll open your eyes, you'll be wide awake. But listen, whenever you hear this music played, whenever you hear that music, you'll think of the world's greatest ballet dancers, and you're on the middle of the floor, and you'll do a lovely ballet whenever you hear that music played. When I count to 3, you'll be wide awake. 1, 2, 3, open your eyes, wide awake. Thank you very much, Christian, for coming up. And what is your name?
Jan.
Jan, is it? Good. Stand up, guys. Shake hands with one another. Nice to have you both up here. For love, simply because you're near me. Okay, that's enough. Good. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for being a wonderful group, and till we meet again, may God bless each and every one of you. Good night.
Coming up next, we have a look behind the scenes of Miss World Australia 2003. During the week leading up to the big event, all 32 contestants got to see and experience some of Queensland's Sunshine Coast. So, a little pleasure mixed with final preparations. Now, Miss World Australia 2003 presents our contestants in their evening wear.
Don't the girls look fabulous? A big round of applause for them all, our 12 finalists. I think they look fantastic, don't you?
They look absolutely spectacular.
Miss World Australia 2003 will return after this short break. Miss World Australia 2003 is proudly presented by Novotel Twin Waters Resort.
No one knows who she really is. But now her identity will be revealed.
Oh my God.
And that's just the start.
4 lives are in danger.
Somebody help!
There's no way out.
I don't want to time.
And no one knows where they are.
We have to keep on looking.
Will they find them before it's too late? It's the final week of Home and Away for 2003 this week.
What can I get for my outdoor room?
This 4-burner Barbie, $169, plus a ring grip solar garden light, under $30. Plus, get this 10 out of 10 outdoor chair for $9.95 when you spend over $50. That's 10 out of 10.
And you can't beat 10 out of 10.
Mitre 10. Catalogue out now.
Coming soon, The Legends of Oz Rock, featuring the hits of the 60s and 70s, performed by the original recording stars. The King of Pop, Normie Rowe. The Queen of Song, Marcy Jones. And the legendary songwriter and hitmaker, Johnny Young. If you enjoyed Long Way to the Top, The Legends of Oz Rock is not to be missed. The Legends of Oz Rock, coming soon.
Everyone knows our Variety Club Bash. Now we've got a 4-wheel drive bash. Pack up the 4-wheel drive and take to the bush with a full support team. The fun of a bash, the thrill of the bush, and raising money for kids who really need it. Now that's a great combination.
But we've got a couple of things over here.
Smart Victorian motorists have their cars cared for from top to bottom by experts.
Specialists who are efficient, reliable, and know all kinds of vehicles inside out. They're VACC members, and they're part of your neighbourhood. So look for this sign, and you know you're in good hands.
This week, the Sunday Age puts a new spin on your weekend with a bonus 10-track CD, The Sounds of Sunday, featuring Kate Sobrano, The Sleepy Jackson, The Waifs, Alex Lloyd, Paul Kelly and other great artists. Don't miss Volume 2, free with the Sunday Age, this week.
Deal or No Deal is back for the summer, and we're looking for contestants right now. To be in the cash, drop us an email at cash@7.com.au or go to i7.aol.com.au and follow the links. Good luck.
Welcome back to Miss World Australia 2003.
Now it's time to challenge the girls with a little bit of a spot challenge question. Let's see how their intuition is.
All the scores have been cleared and the girls will start again now on equal footing.
Okay. We'll ask the girls to step forward, pick a question out of the bowl, which we ask them. They have not seen the questions, nor have we. Where should we start?
First up, we have Rachel Lees.
Step forward, Rachel.
The Sydney Opera House turned 30 this week. Do you think the money spent on its construction was worth it, and why?
I definitely do think the money spent on it was worth it. It's brought a great deal of tourism to Australia. It's a national icon. It's a beautiful piece of artwork, and it makes the scenery in Sydney City quite stunning, I think.
Good answer. Good answer. Well done.
Very tough questions.
Yeah, they are. If you ruled the world for a day, what would be the first thing you would change?
I think one of the things that's really needs to be changed in the world right now is for children to have access to education. That's the first thing I would change. I'd let every child have access to a really good education.
Wonderful answer. Well done.
You would be aware of the stranded live sheep Australia has attempted to export to the Middle East. Should live animal export be allowed?
It's a very interesting question. In my opinion, beef and, from what I understand, lamb is one of our major exports in Australia. So for us, it is a big deal. It's something that is keeping Australia going. But at the same time, I think a lot of Australians, they're very aware of animal rights and cruelty. And personally, I think it's a great shame what's been happening. So, thank you.
Great answer.
Well done. Which young Australian do you admire most and why?
Well, I would have to say I admire myself the most. I'm a struggling film actor and web developer, and I've certainly been fighting the hard yards, fighting the battles to try to get to the top. And the film industry being one of the most difficult industries there is, it can turn a lot of people sour, and I think I've gritted my teeth and bared it, and I'm going to make it through, and I admire that quality in myself because I didn't think I had it.
Well done. Do you agree or not with animals being used for testing of potentially life-saving drugs for humans?
I think that question has really two elements or two sides to the coin. From one perspective, animal testing it's fairly controversial. Yeah, animal rights is one issue, so obviously we should care about animals, and they are helpless creatures, so we should take them into consideration. But on the other hand, disease is also something we should be fighting for. And yeah, I think, yeah, that's basically my answer. Yeah, two sides to the coin, I think, really.
Well done. Stem cell research is a very controversial subject. How much control over this research do you believe there should be?
Obviously, there should be a lot of control. Certain research is gone outside the bounds of human rights and other critical issues. So there should be certain boundaries that shouldn't be crossed, which are actually being crossed at the moment. So I really think that this is an important issue that must be researched more before actually taking it on and crossing those boundaries.
President Bush and President Hu of China are both visiting Australia this week. Who is the most important to Australia's future and why?
Well, I would have to say, I don't really know. But actually, I'm only human. But I really, hopefully both of them, actually. Yes, sorry about that.
What is the biggest environmental threat to Australia today and why?
Well, living on the Sunshine Coast, I must say the beach erosion, predominantly because it affects me living right on the beach, and to have that beautiful scenery to wake up to every morning is something that I really, really love and have grown to get used to. So I really think that the beaches and the dunes, the erosion must really be addressed, because that affects the wildlife and also the flora as well. So we really must make sure that that's taken care of straight away.
Okay. Well answered.
Women now outperform men in most categories, including education, lifespan, and other things. Is it time you paid special attention to men's problems?
Well, I don't think that you can stipulate which needs to be, have more sort of importance placed on it, whether men or women. I think it's probably important to concentrate on both, and I don't think that you should make a difference between both, because we're all human and women are just as good as men, and we are in the 21st century, and I don't think that there really is any sort of difference now that anybody notices anymore. Women are out there and they're achieving their goals just as well as men are, and I don't think that any difference should be made between them both. So I don't think any more important.
If you became Miss World Australia and you are questioned overseas as to whether Australia is a racist country, how would you respond?
I would say that we're definitely not a racist country. Look around you, wherever you go, we're a multicultural nation. We embrace people of all different races with their religions and their live and let be, live and let live. I believe that's how we are. That's what being Australian is.
Well done. Another great answer. And that concludes our next segment. How about a round of applause for all the girls? They're very, very tough questions, might I add. And they have been put on the spot. I think it's fabulous. Now, the judges, as you can see, their heads are down. They're tallying up their scores. We're going to take a very, very short break.
Miss World Australia 2003 will be right back with special guest comedian Jonathan Atherton. Miss World Australia 2003 is proudly sponsored by San Pellegrino.
Thursday, Seven's got the grooviest gig on TV. What are you talking about? It's a 3-hour 70s fest, baby.
Oh my God, that's perfect.
The smashing special to kick off the new series.
Man, those are my mom's.
And it all starts Thursday, 7:30 on 7.
And now I'm going to give him one long night of hellish heartburn.
No, not new Gavilast.
New Gavilast works for up to 12 hours to help put out the fire of heartburn and indigestion.
Oh, the fresh chopped taste of oregano and basil reminds me of my favourite restaurant in Italy and their wonderful spaghetti sauce.
Coriander, chili, garlic. That aroma takes me back to the noodle markets of Thailand.
Rosemary and parsley. It's just so... well, it's my mum's famous lamb souvlaki. Create your own unforgettable meals with the new authentic flavour packs from Gourmet Garden Herbs and Spices.
incredible India.
Hi, Greg Evans here. Every week, Coffee Ford of Dandenong purchase a variety of executive-driven cars and light trucks direct from the Ford Motor Company. Because they've been Ford executive-driven, they all boast the latest features and genuine accessories. And they're all priced at thousands off the recommended retail prices. If you want the best range of Ford executive-driven vehicles, then Coffee Ford is the place to go. I should know, because I drive one.
Summertime. The living is easy, and so is picture taking with Pentax. Kodak Express camera centers bring you great summer specials on the Pentax SBO 115V. 38 to 115 power zoom, only $169. Plus the water-resistant digital, the Pentax Optio 33WR. 3.2 megapixel resolution, 2.8 times optical zoom. Now for only $599. Pentax summer specials at your nearest Kodak Express camera center now.
Sweet summer fun, sweet summer fun.
Goodbye winter, hello summer.
Deal or No Deal is back for the summer, and we're looking for contestants right now. To be in the cash, drop us an email at cash@7.com.au or go to i7.aol.com.au and follow the links. Good luck.
Please welcome to the stage our special guest, Jonathan Atherton.
Oh, that was a big intro, wasn't it? Well, that was a huge introduction. How are you going? How are you, judges? You judging? You judging me? How am I doing? How am I doing on poise? Nice, nice. How about the guy in the bow tie? You're looking rather a bit too intently at me there, sir. All right? No chance. No chance. Oh, there you go. Anyway, it's great to be here. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome here to the Athens hangar for Iberian Airlines. It's quite wonderful to be here. Jinsei wa mijikai dakara keni shinai de. Domo arigatou gozaimashita. Omusaji ja gende ja sanga basaji ba ne si checho munange karibu sana. G'day, I'm from Queensland. How are you tonight, everyone? It's a good thing about being from Queensland. You get to practice a lot because we are the world here in Australia. That's what I love. Look at the contestants from absolutely everywhere. Yet still we have regionalism in this country. I'm a Queenslander and yeah, good on you, mate. Absolutely good on you. Don't clap alone. Someone will throw you a fish. Now, I am a Queenslander. And as such, I go to Sydney and they give me a hard time. We are stigmatised and we give the Sydney people a hard time. This goes on all night. Until someone from Melbourne walks in. Then suddenly we're State of Origin and they're Sleeveless Nancy boys, aren't they? And we give them a hard time. We do. Absolutely. Until a New Zealander walks in. And then we're all Australians and we do some really bad jokes for the Kiwis. And they give us stick and we give them stick and stick and stick and stick and stick goes on all night until a South African walks in. And then we're Anzacs, aren't we? Absolutely. Toe-to-toe. Sink the jandal. No worries. Choice, bro. And we give the Saffers a hard time. Let me tell you, you don't know you weren't there. And we do. We give the South Africans a hard time until an Englishman walks in. Then we're all Antipodeans, aren't we? Absolutely. We've got our own magazine in London, TNT, like dynamite, and we give them a hard time. We give the English a hard time. They give us a hard time until an American walks in, then we're all Commonwealth, aren't we? Isn't that amazing? We're all together. Yo, and we give the American, and it doesn't matter who comes in next, really, and I love the way they unite the world in that special way. But what I'm really hoping for, I don't want to get political on this. I don't want to get political because, you know, this is not the time for politics. This is about one people, one world. But I'm just so glad that not one Australian serviceman or servicewoman lost their lives in the Great Iraqi oil heist. And I think really this comes down to the fact of the strategy that we adopted as Australians, and we stayed as far away as possible from the American troops. And I think that was great. Up there in the deserts, it was like, Macca, Simo, get down, it's the Yanks. Yo, Mohammed, Abdullah, get down, mate, have a little bit of bully beef. You must be hungry after all those embargoes. Anyway, it's great. No, it's great. I'm waiting for the day when the two-headed, multi-limbed lizard people come down from outer space. And everyone on this planet's going to look over their shoulder and, mate, we're all in it together. One people, one world, let's go. Stick some into the lizard people. That's what I'm hoping for. And I think it'd be great, actually, if we had a UFO, then Miss World would just be like the local contestant, wouldn't it? It'd be like you'd have Miss Mars, you'd have Miss Pluto. Oh, she's a bit of a dog. No, it's fabulous. I've done comedy all over the world. It's just great to be back here in my own home state doing comedy for a local crowd. Indonesia, one of my favourite places on earth. First time I went there, I didn't speak the language, right? And someone said to me, Jonathan, mau makan. And I'm thinking, makan, hang on, I know this word. I look in my little dictionary, makan, to eat. And I went, mau makan. It's a great language, right? The question is, mau makan? And the answer, mau makan, right? There's no verbs to mess with, we're just mucking around. Anyway, we've gone down to this little restaurant, and out comes the food, and it's a curry, peanut sauce kind of thing. I've got my right hand into the tucker, very ethnic. And I'm going, enak. I said, delicious. Apa ini? What's this? And this old guy says, itu anjing. It's anjing. But I haven't learnt the words for pork and beef and chicken and so forth, so I'm kind of fumbling. I've gone, ini. Tidak. I said, ini. Oi, bukan. I said, ini. Oh, tidak. Oh, tak boleh. I said, apa ini? What's this? He says, woof, woof. No, but then he says, oh, tapi jangan khawatir, itu anjing yang hitam. Don't worry, it's black dog. It's no surprise when a friend of mine comes to Australia from Sumatra. We go down to a place in Brisbane called South Bank, and he sees a sign that says, hot dogs, $2. He goes, oh, you're beauty, or actually, bagus, yeah? But he brings the hot dog to his lips, he looks at it and says, Jonathan, you know, in Sumatra, we don't eat this part of the dog. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for having me, and you guys have a wonderful night.
Who will be crowned Miss World Australia 2003? Find out after the break. Miss World Australia 2003 is proudly brought to you by China Southern Airlines.
What's in this safe is private. Very private. If the celebrity owner knew what's inside would become public, he may have destroyed it.
I hope no one ever gets to see this.
Too late, Michael. As police arrest, handcuff, and charge Michael Jackson. These are the tapes you were never meant to see. The Secret Home Movies of Michael Jackson. A 7 exclusive, Sunday, 6:30.
Oh, the fresh chopped taste of oregano and basil. Reminds me of my favourite restaurant in Italy and their wonderful spaghetti sauce.
Coriander, chili, garlic. That aroma takes me back to the noodle markets of Thailand.
Rosemary and parsley. It's just so, well, it's my mum's famous lamb souvlaki. Create your own unforgettable meals with the new authentic flavour packs from Gourmet Garden Herbs and Spices.
Hi, Greg Evans here. Every week, Coffee Ford of Dandenong purchase a variety of executive-driven cars and light trucks direct from the Ford Motor Company. Because they've been Ford executive-driven, they all boast the latest features and genuine accessories. And they're all priced at thousands off the recommended retail prices. If you want the best range of Ford executive-driven vehicles, then Coffee Ford is the place to go. I should know, because I drive one.
Yeah, we on? We going?
Oh, no. I've got cravings. Big golden roast potatoes.
Anytime's roast potato time with McCain Oven Roast Potatoes. A generous serve of real potato that roasts in no time.
Give me the chief of staff.
Where's mine?
I'm McCain. You've done it again.
If the internet you have isn't the internet you imagined, switch to OptusNet Cable Internet. You get the lightning-fast speed of cable internet for a flat rate of $54.95 a month, so you'll always know the most you'll pay. Plus, with the Optus Phone and Cable Internet package, you'll receive your first 100 local calls free every month. Call 1-800-500-800 now.
Just say the word, just say the word.
Today is a particularly good day for fresh-tasting orange juice, made from 100% Australian oranges. Daily Juice, for a fresh taste today and every day.
Sweet summer fun, sweet summer fun.
Ready for summer? We are right now.
Welcome back to Miss World Australia 2003.
Hope you're all enjoying the evening. I'm sure you are. I've been out and visited a few of the tables. Been a very exciting night, hasn't it? Everybody's telling up the scores and the judges are hard at work and the girls are backstage very nervous, I can assure you. There's a lot of people working on this night to make it look very special. let's bring the girls back out on stage one more time before we make some very important announcements. Clap as the girls come back out on stage. They look fabulous. Don't they look beautiful? What about the rest of the girls that would join us? What about we get them out here again? A big round of applause for all the girls. They've worked very hard this week. Sensational. We've got a whole raft of people who've supported this event and these girls right here. So a round of applause for the sponsors, please. I think they've done a great job. To get this next announcement out, I have to say about this girl, she has represented Australia for the last 12 months. Apart from being my co-host tonight, which sometimes we forget because she's up here with a microphone, but she's done an amazing job going around. She is the current Miss World Australia, and I'd like you to give her a big round of applause. She's supported Australia for the last year, and I think she's done a great job. Miss Nicole Gazelle.
Nicole has spent the last year travelling and representing Australia to the world. Our beautiful 23-year-old finished 6th in the final of Miss World 2002 and has gained a better understanding of life and increased her already vivacious confidence and personality. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Nicole Gazelle, the current Miss World Australia 2002.
I've had an absolutely wonderful year. It's been an amazing experience. I've met some very interesting people. I've done some amazing travelling. I've thoroughly enjoyed myself, and it's an experience that I would recommend to everyone. And it's not just about the way you look, it's far more than that, as you've seen tonight. We have a beautiful mix of girls here. We have a great bunch of finalists, and I wish the next girl the best of luck.
Well done. A round of applause for the current Miss World Australia. And a very deserved one at that. Well, I reckon it's that time to start getting that magical envelope happening. Where is it going to come from? Do we have our envelope with all the winners? Jim, Dave?
Before that, we have some other prizes to announce.
Well, I'll get the envelope and you announce the prizes.
Okay. First up, we have Miss Photogenic, and she has been chosen by a panel of photographers, and her prize is a photographic portfolio from Andrew K Photography. And the winner of that is Tara Rushton.
Congratulations, sweetheart.
Next up, we have Miss Congeniality, and Miss Congeniality has been chosen by all the girls as they've spent a week together and they've got to know each other very well. And tonight, it's a tie.
Ooh.
First up, we have Sylvia Ghazal. And the second Miss Congeniality is Saskia Boerma.
Oh, well, it's any wonder. Well done. Okay.
The first runner-up this evening is Pippa Hansen.
Round of applause for Pippa. And our next important announcement.
The runner-up this evening is Louise Bransgrove.
Now, I think to announce the winner, we should bring back a very honoured and special guest. She is the reigning Miss World and a beautiful person. Any of you who have spent any time with her would know that. Can we please welcome the reigning Miss World, Miss Azra Akim, back onto the stage, please. Here she comes.
I have to take a deep breath because I'm more nervous. Okay. The winner of Miss World Australia 2003 is Olivia Stratton.
There she is. The new Miss World Australia. A round of applause for our Miss World Australia, Olivia Stratton. And why don't we get all the girls to go out forward with their flowers? Off you go.
Congratulations to all the girls. You have to remember, everybody's a winner. They've been under a lot of pressure, and I think they've coped amazingly. And I think we should give a round of applause to everyone.
Miss World Australia 2003 would like to thank all of our sponsors and organisers for making this event possible. We'll see you again next year for Miss World Australia 2004.